So this video is about how people manifest their desires and why people thank God for the desires. So everybody has the ability to manifest desires, and they're not quite aware and observant on how this works. So they just thank God, and based on religion and a little bit of science, and they piece it together in their head. They just think God, they think God is all good and not bad. But to tell you the truth, God is both. It's the equilibrium. It can be good and bad, good and evil. But for lack of words, it's none of these things. It's not good or bad. Bad is not good, and good is not bad. It's just octaves, frequencies, and vibrations. Good actually means the masculine, bad is the feminine. It's not good or bad or good. So y'all need to get that shit out your head with that words and language and indoctrination, because y'all limiting yourselves and y'all fucking up the whole spiritual reality and race. Fucking retarded ass narcs and reprobates. So y'all need to understand every species is doing this regardless, manifesting something. We use our masculine to externalize, and what we externalize is what we internalize. That becomes our desires. So when we was born, this reality was already made. It was already created by spirits before us. So the way it is, it's already been externalized and internalized the way it is. So when we come into this world, our spirit was already resonating with this, based on other spirits that we was born from, and ideas and vibrational concepts that we came from. So we are adding on to this reality, and we are here to experience but also detach, so we can experience other realities. This is not the only reality, but the way you think dimensions work or space is not how it works. There is no space. You can't go to outer space because we're made our physical body, this physical reality is made out of the same, we're all connected. We're all part of the same physicality. So we cannot go to outer space, because that'll be out of the boundaries of what you call physical. I don't know how to make sense to the retarded ass people out there, but it is what it is. But yeah, our ability to manifest our desires is just an ability to externalize and internalize, and whatever we attach ourselves to, our feelings, becomes dense vibrational wise, and whatever you like as a spirit is what you allow in your space. So you might cling to a lot of concepts and ideas and vibrations that caters to your space. So this can become a way of life, something that you consistently indulge in, and it can become part of you and who you are as a spirit, and it becomes accumulations of who you are, of your mind and your soul, which is just your masculine and your feminine energies. So as a spirit, no thing, it developed a mind, and that mind externalized an image, a vision. Since we are already here, it's copying the same mechanisms to externalize. But as a spirit, as your own spirit, you have your own memory, so you're going to go about it in your own perspective. So you're going to externalize a similar circumstance within this reality, and you're going to internalize whatever your spirit was resonating at the moment of how that spirit was when it was expanding and contracting. You're not going to get this right away because the indoctrination is just too deep. But if you're able to tap into spirituality and know more about than just money, sex, or drugs, and tap in a little bit deeper, then you're able to become more aware and conscious. But this world is done for, and there's retarded people that think they can think whatever they want, but they're still gonna come back here and reincarnate and do the same shit again. So it's like a waste of time, but at the same time, there's people out there that needs the information. But yeah, this is just our ability to manifest. All species are manifesting something, whether that's catching food, building like an environment, like ants do, bugs, a system, a hive. We're doing the same thing on a larger scale as humans. Economics, roads, planes, cars. We are manifesting these things from within as a spirit. We externalize ideas, concepts, and then how we feel about it, we internalize it, and we make sense out of it and bring it into existence. But yeah, knowing God is knowing the mechanisms of why all this is happening in the first place. It has nothing to do with manifesting your desires or whatever circumstance that you're trying to be in. It's just part of it. It's part of the mechanism, but it has nothing to do with God. God is all of those things before that. Let me rephrase it. It's before all of those things. It has nothing to do with nothing or this physical existence. It had to come from nothing to be something. So when you die, you're not gonna take nothing with you. So if you're not gonna take nothing with you, where does your spirit go? So you gotta tell yourself, why is everything the way it is? You can't just leave it at nothing and just mind your own business and be selfish, because you're one of the people that thinks like that, selfish, and just minds their own business while you're just distracted with your own life and desires just to be happy, which is not a problem. You should be happy, but the way you're going about it is not in a godly way. It's not divine. It has nothing to do with God, because you're not trying to understand the mechanisms. I get it. It can be hard and difficult to dwell in yourself and give yourself a chance. Man, I don't know what's wrong with humans these days. I just don't. They're just too distracted and indoctrinated, and whatever they got going on is catering to their feelings and emotions, which is just one of your bodies. You have a mind and you have your emotions. Your spirit is no thing. Your spirit developed the mind and developed emotions. You're supposed to know these things. You're not supposed to get lost in your desires. So we can have higher morality and understanding of the world we're in. Because if you knew the truth, you wouldn't even care about 99% of the shit you're doing right now. You wouldn't be going back and forward with this shit. So let's get this shit straight. You're not gonna take nothing with you when you die. The only thing you're taking is your know-how, your spirituality currency, the knowledge and wisdom that you gained. Some of you, the only knowledge and wisdom you gained is what the system had to offer. So how are you gonna take money with you and all of these things after death? You might say, you're gonna leave it behind with your family and they can take the money, but they're not gonna take the money with them either. So there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, y'all need to have higher understanding, because y'all just gonna keep reincarnating here and keep doing the same shit until you get tired of it. There's higher spirits in this reality that's trying to wake you up. And you know, we already been through these experiences, so we're trying to let y'all know and tell you so y'all won't make a mistake. Y'all need to get that straight in your head. There's spirits here that has higher intelligence and awareness than regular people who are just distracted. You have to have that train of thought and concept that there just has to be people in this world that know something special. But it's like y'all stuck in narcissism and, you know, dumb shit. But I'm gonna just leave it at that.